good day. Welcome back to another episode here at the ClubHouse podcast. This is our 29th episode. So, yeah, it's going to be really exciting. It's one that we know all of you are familiar with, especially in this space. And during the pandemic, this industry boomed. But before we begin, we just like to remind everybody to stay safe from coronavirus. Take your vaccine, wear your masks. It's really, really important in order to keep you safe and the people around you. And most especially, don't forget to register if you want to contribute to have a contribution to our nation. Don't forget to register. I think it closes in around 2 weeks. I'm not so sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, like 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're new to the clubhouse, you're in the right place. If you want to become successful, receive free mentorship about the various industries from top tier professionals, and reach all your dreams. Here at the clubhouse, we delve deeper into the lives of successful individuals in different career paths and how you can do the same. So, welcome to the clubhouse where successful people are born and made to inspire others. Before we begin, I'm your host, Zach Pena.
And I'm Miguel Mendoza. I'd like to remind everyone listening to this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and follow our TikTok. Yeah, don't forget to follow our TikTok because this episode's all about TikTok, all about creating content. And if you're interested to know what college life is all about, this episode is for you. So let's introduce our special guest for today. He is a TikTok content creator who is known for his POVs and skit content style. He also has over 140,000 followers on TikTok in less than a year. So please
Sheesh.
welcome Gigiboy.
Hi, Gigi
Hi.
boy.
Hi, Zach. Hi, Miguel. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much
So
for joining us here.
yeah.
Really, really appreciate it. I've seen your content. It's funny. You're killing it out
Yeah.
there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Gigiboy, we like how we always start our episodes in the clubhouse. Like what's your journey like? Like what made you like start creating TikTok content, video skits, POVs?
Actually, even before, I've always been a fan of Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoy sketch comedy, satire, yung mga sarcastic comedy. Like um, it's fun for me because it kind of mocks, but it doesn't really mock. It's more of like it's a critical analysis of the world around you, ganon, or like popular
Yeah.
culture, something like that. And I've always been interested in writing, so I write a lot of short stories, scripts, poems. So when I combine those two things, I make skits, and it's actually weird because I didn't think that I would be posting them on TikTok. But
Yeah.
then one day I did, and then I don't know, suddenly like boom, bigla, ganon. It wasn't really planned. Of all places, like TikTok, like wala lang, nakagulat lang.
Yeah. Wow. So it's really cool to see how you were able to turn something that you were passionate about into something that you love doing and something that you enjoy doing. So what made you post on TikTok in the first place? Like I think you could have been, posting these skits that you were making anywhere else, maybe YouTube or create an IG
Yeah.
account or something. Why TikTok? Did you see like the growth and the potential that it had?
Actually, in all honesty, I feel like this is relatable for a lot of people. TikTok just came out of nowhere, especially at the start of
Yeah.
2020. Um, that the platform really changed. Before it used to be like the dances only,
Like
but
Mm-hmm.
musically.
then content creators started posting, yeah, something like that, and then content creators started posting these skits. Actually, I don't know if am I allowed to name a certain TikToker,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the
sure.
inspiration behind it. Okay lang ba?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, sige, sige. Anyway, this was in Twitter. Somebody tagged me in Rain Matienzo's post, the Conyo girl. And
Mm-hmm.
then they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, you should do at this." Or like you should do something like this. And I was like, "Okay, sige." So, I started when POVs really started to become popular. And then I duetted the video. And then I started making my own skits. Tapos suddenly, I don't know, one skit in particular like blew up. Like I was pretending that I didn't know how to commute, and then that's where it all began.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the TikTok like video that had most like views or engagements?
There was one in particular. Actually, I was surprised that it blew up. There was this skit where I pretended to somebody asked what my height was,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
then I gave them a math problem as a answer to their question. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
one really like blew up. Like I was so surprised.
is this the one where they have to like
I don't know if you saw
calculate
that, but it like
like the height of the table, and then with like it's something you're holding? Was that like the
something like that. Like
something like that?
no, like I actually gave them a word problem. Like
Word
for
problem.
what subject is that? Like trigonometry. It was a no, it was an
Yeah.
angle of elevation thingy. So yeah,
Wow. So I
people
think
were
the
annoyed, but then
I think the idea behind that viral TikTok makes so much sense on why it went viral because of how creative it is
Yeah.
and how you were able to engage the audience with what you were saying. So how do you come up with your content? Like
Yeah.
how's your process like?
okay. The creative process. It's more of like looking at what's happening around me. For example, the Konyo character, the inspiration behind that is my friends, the people
Yeah.
in Ateneo, or I don't, and what I do is I try to squeeze more humor out of it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much inspired by the things that happen around you, but there's always that hint of exaggeration just to make it more comedic. Yeah.
Yeah. Like did you ever experience like since you already I'm sure you posted like lots of content already. Did you ever experience something where like a follower or someone who watched your video didn't like your content? Like like did you ever think like there's a chance that because you're making funny videos others might not think it's funny and then like you get canceled for it? Did you ever experience that?
Yeah, actually humor is very subjective.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't understand that. Kunya, it's a joke or I don't
Yeah.
know, some people are offended easily. I don't want to say it's not valid, but I do think that some people take content a little too seriously, and sometimes they feel like all content is for them.
Yeah.
Um I post a variety of content. So I post a lot of different styles. So I guess I can't really control how people take it. But then again,
Yeah.
I'm still very careful with as long as I'm not trying to offend anyone. I think that's what's important. Like you can't really expect people to you can't control how people react, but you can control like your intentions.
Right.
That's really good because I know that there are other TikTok content creators who prefer to, be a little dangerous with what they post. And yeah, it goes viral, but then, how people see that person
Yeah.
might not be worth it.
Yeah.
And it's also really good that
Yeah.
the type of content that you put out, people get to relate to it, especially, in the setting that we're in, Ateneo or we're in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Because I think some people who try to um make it big in TikTok, they go for a certain niche and they keep trying that niche, but then they realize their followers don't go up, but then they still keep trying it. So I think it's really good that you were able
Yeah.
to find, what suits you, and I think the content that you put out also reflects you as a person, which is
Yeah.
really really good. So
Thank you.
for my question, is there actually like a TikTok algorithm Like, are there like certain times where you have to post in order to get more engagements? Or do you like schedule your post? What music to add to it? All that stuff.
Okay. So the thing with the TikTok algorithm, so many people say it's a myth, but there is an algorithm. However,
Uh-huh.
it changes every month. So
Oh,
I
really?
don't know why TikTok does that. It really changes. Parang I think they change it every month. So it's very unpredictable. Like there was a time when I had like super content views. Like I usually get siguro at least like it won't before it wouldn't go below 50K. And then there was a time siguro for mga 2 months I would only get 2,000 views per video. So it's really weird because during that time I experimented. I posted at different times. I posted different times, and then I tried trends. I put music, like different types of music, different lighting. It's so weird because you can't really predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing, eh. Kasi parang it's not like, for example, Instagram or YouTube. I think their algorithms
It's
predictable, like
fixed.
set
Yeah.
like their peak hours, ganon. But
Yeah.
TikTok probably not so much.
I think one of the reasons why they also changed it is because they want to, how do I say it? Like, give focus to new and small content
Yeah.
creators, just so that our
Yes.
FYP isn't filled with just the big people. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Actually,
I don't know
that's
though.
that's a good way to put it, actually, because sometimes there are people who appear on my FYP like randomly, and they don't have that many followers or engagement. Like that's their first video and it went up. So I think, yeah, that's a good parang guess why the algorithm changes so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. For someone who wants to start making TikTok, or they want to start making content, like what should they like do? Like is there like a step by step process where you have to be confident first and everything like that?
You know what? I'm going to be a little controversial here. I'll just say, just do
Yeah.
it. Like it's very cliche, pero yeah, just do it because I don't know. My video, it blew up. That wasn't my first video, but like that particular video, it blew up like out of nowhere. So you don't know when your particular video will be watched by so many people. Actually, I'd like to say that it doesn't matter. The number doesn't really matter. Like the number of views don't really matter. What matters is who sees it, not how many people see it. You need the right people to see your TikTok.
And how do you get the right people to see your TikTok?
I think you can experiment kasi some people, they really blow up pag they find, for example, they create this POV, for example. Kunyari, the Konyo POV. When people engage with that, you can start making more videos like that just to get people to engage and raise your views. I heard something about TikTok putting your video on the For You page if it's similar to your other videos. I think that also works with the hashtags. So the hashtags that you put in your video, keep using those. And then once you have your footing, like once you get the groove of TikTok, you can start experimenting. But then just make sure hindi naman, when you start experimenting, don't be discouraged by if your views go a little bit down. It's
Mm-hmm.
just people are just like reacting to your video, and then just keep pushing through. Like if you get low views, don't be discouraged, just power through it.
That's really good.
I,
And I
I,
think
I want yeah.
I think
Go Zach.
Miguel and I should take into account what you said because
Yeah.
we just started our TikTok and yeah, I think we're getting like
Really.
100 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, only one video got like 2,000 views. So we're like trying to
Yeah.
think also like how we can improve it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think
But then for
you can I say go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you can like, I don't know what content you but like you can start adding the sounds Because
Yeah.
sometimes TikTok, 'di ba, sometimes when you scroll, it's always the same sound. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
just participate in trends, things like that,
Right.
and
Right.
you'll get in the
Yeah.
FYP.
I want to know your like opinion and advice because I'm sure there are a lot of younger people who think like making TikTok is like cringe. You know what I mean? Like they might think that if I do this, people might judge me, diba? So like, what's your opinion and advice about that to the younger people?
Oh my gosh. I just like to say, I was one of those people. I thought TikTok was cringe. I even made a video about that. I have a video calling myself out for I didn't expect to be on TikTok. So just don't think about it. If people say it's cringe but you don't think it's cringe, just do it. And then not all TikTok isn't all about the dances or the lip
Yeah.
syncing.
Yeah.
There's actually you can learn a lot on TikTok. There's the educational
Yeah.
TikTok. There's the hacks, life hacks, the
Or
skits. It's a
Clubhouse
whole
also.
lot of huh? Sorry.
Also Clubhouse. We also post like videos there that help people.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay yun, okay yun, okay yun.
Yeah, and I
Like
think
yun
when
ang
it
hashtag para
yeah. And I think when it comes to thinking that it's gonna be cringe, I think my advice for that would be times are evolving now. Times are
Yeah.
changing. The fact that TikTok boomed during the pandemic, and I'm pretty sure TikTok is gonna stay here for a long time. We should also
Yeah.
evolve and go with the certain trends because before it wasn't normal to post videos and all that. So now they kind of find it, cringe to post. But I mean, as long as you know the value and the content that you're putting out is
Yeah.
good and that you believe in it and that you stand with it, then I think it's I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
like
good. That's good.
ultimately, like if you really enjoy what you're doing, let's say you're like making TikTok, like you're dancing or like you're lip syncing, like as long as you're enjoying it, you shouldn't mind like what other people say because it's making you happy. So
Yeah.
True, true. That's so true.
Yeah, I think with what you said, Miguel, some people post stuff, it makes them happy, makes them laugh. But then there's like this one comment in the comment section who's like, "What are you doing?" And they're like they bash them, and it affects them so much. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
I understand that, but then
it's
just
okay. Like
don't mind those people.
yeah,
Like they have no lives or
Yeah.
something.
That's true. And also I think people should just be more kind to one another. Don't
Exactly.
leave like
Yeah.
nasty comments cuz like that's not
For
going to
what?
yeah,
help anyone.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Exactly. So with your TikTok following, because I'm pretty sure you do have you do have a big TikTok following. I'm pretty sure our viewers now probably have seen you on their FYP or even follow
yeah, for
you.
sure. Yeah,
What is your what's like your next step? Like since you have these big TikTok followers, do you wish to translate it and use that, for something like maybe to promote something or stuff like that? Or do you really just want to become
yeah.
an influencer? Do you want to get deals?
Actually, before um wait lang. Okay, okay. Um I don't know. I just really enjoy posting. I really enjoy
Yeah.
posting the skits, but I also enjoy making cuz I'm really interested in marketing. So
Yeah.
I really enjoy like making ads, making like video ads or posting ads because I feel like in the business world, marketing and advertisements are like the theater. It's
Mm-hmm.
something like
Yeah,
that. That's how I see it. So like
yeah,
when I create these ads, I feel like it's still part of my creative process. And then actually I like to use my platform to help out my friends because my friends have
yeah,
That's really
businesses.
good.
So I like to endorse my friends' products. That's also why I don't want actually somebody offered to sign me into a management thing, but I refused because I don't want to control what I don't want what I post to be controlled. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
always want that opportunity to post something that, for example, my friend's business, like I want to help them out, like with that, or
Yeah.
like kunyari, my org will ask me to promote an event, something like that. Like I want to keep it personal pa rin.
Yeah.
That's really good. And I think also when it comes to promoting products, because I'm sure if you get a big TikTok following, there are companies that are gonna approach you and ask you to promote their products. I think you also have to actually use the product or at least like it before you post it. Because if not, I don't think it gives meaning to what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just my
And
take.
people
Yeah.
won't trust you. They're gonna think you're just posting for the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gigi Boy, like I remember like when TikTok happened, like the pandemic. That's when like the pandemic started. So like in terms of like school and making content, how do you balance both? Like the time and like the effort that you put into it. Like how do you balance it?
Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit guilty and say that sometimes I focus too much on TikTok. Just sometimes, but not
Yeah.
always. Um, I don't know. I feel like what really helped me was I don't know, just keeping a schedule. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dedicate time for TikTok. For example, it changes it, but like I try not to go over a few hours. I mean
Yeah.
shooting,
Yeah.
and that's not just scrolling, like shooting, replying to comments, and then like personal using TikTok. And I dedicate time for academics also. So it's really about prioritizing. And for example, I have a long test. I have a long test or an exam. I won't I won't put any content out first. So
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
what I need to do first, and then I can enjoy TikTok after.
Yeah. I
That's
actually
true.
like how you actually put like time like to actually film and like you set aside time to actually make content. Because some people I know when they make TikTok, like for example, it's a dance, they just do it whenever they feel like it, right? So it's like it's
Yeah,
actually
some
like
people do
your
that.
craft. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if it's a dance, I don't know. I feel like it's faster to do because like for me, I have
Yeah.
to make a script and then I have to actually shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to making these TikToks, because when I see my friends make their own TikToks, it would take them like pretty long to finish one. Like they would take one, retake, take one, retake. Does it really take that long? Like do you really is it hard to like do those transitions or like the edits when it comes to making those videos?
Actually, for transitions, once you get the hang of it, it's fast already. You can,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're like learning a new, like a really weird transition. But for example, like you're looking here and then you're looking there. It's just quick. But in my case, my videos are usually 30 seconds to 1 minute. So and I don't cut it in the middle. So if I do a take, it's dire-diretsong 30 seconds to a minute. So if I mess up somewhere along there, I
Yeah,
have to
take it
retake it.
everything again.
And I'm a perfectionist. So it can take a long time. But then sometimes it doesn't. If once you're
Mm-hmm.
used to it. Yeah.
That makes sense. I have a question when it comes to the big TikTokers like Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Ray. Like what's like your take on them? Like they started on TikTok and then now like they're in the Met Gala. Like
Yeah. Oh.
like is the potential of
Actually.
TikTok really that big?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna speak in general terms. People like these large influencers, they can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
So it just so happens that they came from TikTok. So I feel like the lesson there is don't judge a platform at face value because you don't know where the next big star will come from.
Yeah.
So yeah, like diba, people used to look down on TikTok, but then Charlie D'Amelio's
Yeah.
in the Met Gala. Ganun.
Yeah.
But
It's
in terms of like in the Philippines, do TikTokers? Because I know in the state like in the states, TikTokers get paid. Like, but in the Philippines, do TikTokers already get paid or not yet?
It's not like YouTube where YouTube gives salary or money to the content creators. I think most of the TikTokers, especially in the Philippines, they earn from brand deals and sponsorships. So
Yeah.
they aren't paid by TikTok. But I think there's something called the Creator Fund. I'm just not sure what it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of these brand deals, were you able to have some already?
Yeah, actually, it's fun working with brands, especially if I like their product and if they're
Mm-hmm.
nice. Not all
Yeah.
brands are nice.
Yeah.
So what's that? Do they just reach out to you? They saw a video of you and they're like, we need to get Gigiboy to promote this.
Yeah, sometimes they email or they DM me on IG. Yeah, something like that. Mm.
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
like usually those who get that are those who have like a big amount of following already. Like I'm sure, right?
Actually, it's weird because before I used to have when I had less than 1,000 followers, somebody already approached me,
Okay.
and I feel like these are brands investing on smaller influencers. If they see that a person or an account can grow big, they will start to make a deal with them while they're still growing. Para when they're
Yeah.
big, they're like, oh, okay. And it creates loyalty between the ano. So I
Right.
always remember the first few brands that I worked with because I feel like they gave me confidence to like continue on with what I'm doing.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I wanna maybe you can talk a bit more on the academic side of things, like maybe life on campus, because our
Yeah.
audience is relatively young, and
Mm-hmm.
my batch, Miguel and I, or the younger batch, we never experienced college life
College
on
life.
site. Yeah,
Um,
we've been online this whole time. So
that's so sad.
so what's your take? Do you prefer on site or online? Because I think with online, we can do all these things. Like you can be doing your content stuff. Miguel and I would be doing this podcast. But then Miguel and I thought that if classes were on site, I don't think we'd have this much time to do other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that we won't have much time kunyari, creating content or you guys like shooting your I recording your podcast. But then again, I feel like there's so much more that we're missing out on just because we're doing online classes. I feel like what happened is, for example, you had like a really bad long test. The thing that will console you is when you're with your friends and you guys and when you guys like what do you call that, when you guys are miserable together, it's there's
Yeah.
kind of a feeling of satisfaction. They're like happy, oh my god, we're sad but we're together. But now after a sad long test or like a really hard long test,
You're
you just
alone.
close your screen and then you're sad alone. Something
Yeah.
like that. That's what you're missing out on. And I feel like in online class, wait, you guys haven't met your blockmates pa, no?
I've met some like familiar faces, but then
From
yeah,
before,
not
but
from
not
before.
okay, get. Yeah, that it's like you feed off of each other's energies. And that's
Yeah.
what
Mm-hmm.
motivates you to work. But now, with online class, everything that's left is the work. Like that's the only
Right.
thing. There's no more like relationships with your friends. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
not relationships, more of like the presence of your friends around you to give you
Yeah.
support, But
Mm-hmm.
now that's all that's left. Work.
Yeah. What else happens like life on campus? Like what else like do you like after school do you like drink or
Sometimes after like a really bad long test, mga ganun. Or I don't know, you just like eating during
Yeah.
your 3-hour breaks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, or like hanging out in the lab, group study, ganun. Tapos, ano pa ba? There's so much. Like, what I miss the most, I don't know, if you guys are Atenean and you hear this and you've been on
Yeah.
campus, the iconic bell, those bell
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
rings, that one. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys heard that, basta that one. Nakakamiss yun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would be your advice to people who are incoming college? Because from what I know, applications are starting now.
Mm,
And the
okay.
like
So for,
the most recent batch just started school also.
Just started,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Okay. Okay, so for people about to enter college, this is coming from a senior. I feel old, but this, this is the best advice I could give you. Probably something I could tell my freshy self. You're going to be working with a lot of different people, and it's not always going to be easy because people come from different schools, so different work
Yeah.
ethics, different schedules, kahit nga sleeping schedule, a different sleeping schedule. Um, my advice for you is just try to accept people for who they are, and
Yeah.
just respect your differences, because you'll have an easier time working with each other if you understand where you're coming from.
That's so
Because
good.
Yeah.
you're just going to be frustrated if somebody's a crammer and then you don't cram.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to meet halfway.
Yeah.
Parang don't be so and also don't be so set in your ways, because sometimes their way is more effective, or another person's
Right.
way of studying is more effective. Like, so just like try to learn from each other's differences, and don't be so frustrated if somebody's working differently than you are, because you can learn from them and they can
Yeah.
learn from you.
That's
Right.
honestly really, really good advice because yeah, when it comes to group works, I get you. Like I'm used to working with, Athenians, same way of thinking. But then when it comes to,
Mm,
these people from different schools, their methods are
Yeah.
different. And it's also so right that yes, their method can be better. You have to be more open-minded also to those things. And I think it
Yeah.
also relates to, life after college when we get our own jobs. We're for sure gonna
yes.
be experiencing these, like working with
Like
different
yeah.
people, different cultures, even maybe.
Different ages.
So just
Yeah.
get used to it now. I also think it's also really
Yeah.
important with the online setting to, talk to your group mates, because I think, some people tend to just close their cameras or like mute. But I think, I don't know, this is like the new normal. So might as well, get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about like for example, do you think that we're gonna go like for example like Zach and I's batch? Do you think we're gonna go back on site still?
I'm really hoping and praying that you will, because it doesn't compare, like online classes doesn't compare to
Mhm.
college on campus. I actually feel sad because I want to go back to campus, because
Yeah.
there's a lot there. Yeah.
Even my cousin was telling me because he's like I think he's a junior now, and he really wants to go back like since last year. Like he really miss like it's really different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But considering that the clubhouse, our values and what we stand for is to let the youth know, or to help the youth know what they want, because we've noticed a lot of people entering college, they don't know what to do yet,
Yeah.
or they're feeling pressured because they don't know what to do yet. What would be your advice on that? Like,
Yeah. Since
just,
you're a senior already, yeah.
Okay. All right. My advice as an old senior. Okay. Um, I just like to say that honestly, at times I feel like I don't even know what I want to do. So you're not alone with feeling lost. You don't know what you want to do. I just want to tell you that go and try different things, and just absorb everything. Don't limit yourself. Don't think that just because you're in this particular course, oh, I have to go this track. For example, I'm LM. People will think, oh, you have to be a lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
no, you'll discover that I can go to marketing, I can go to corporate, you can do so many things, and um, as long as you know what you want to do. I mean, like at the back of your head, like this is some advice like my high school teacher told me, like more often than not, the things that you love doing as a kid, that's the thing that you're really passionate about, and that's probably what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Something like that. Like,
Yeah.
just try to think what what really makes me happy.
Yeah. And also, I think like my advice for people who are like incoming college, or you guys are currently in college, but you guys don't know what path to go to. I think my advice is like I think that's what college is all about. Like it's for you to find what you like, what you want. Like you're not really expected to go to college and know exactly what your future looks like. So I think just go through it, like just enjoy the process, and you'll eventually find what you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think my advice also would be, um, if there's something in the back of your head where you're like, oh, I think I should try this, do it. Like take that
Yes.
opportunity. You'll never know if you like it until you
Yeah.
try. Like there's so much orgs that you can join, orgs that I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure at least for Ateneo, I'm pretty sure there are numerous orgs, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to fit
Mm.
in at least one.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like I think this is gonna be the right time to gain a lot of
Explore.
experiences,
Yeah.
explore.
Yes, explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so considering that you're this guy on TikTok with a lot of followers and you're also doing really well in academics, taking that LM track, what do you what do you see yourself doing in the future?
Like yeah, like 10 years from now.
Oh my gosh. You sound like you sound like a boss interviewing you for a job. Okay. Um I really actually okay, going back to that famous advice from my high school teacher, what do you enjoy doing? I really enjoy cooking. So I don't know, maybe in the future I'll own a restaurant. Like
Right.
That's cool.
that's in my path. And then I don't know, probably gonna be making promotional materials for that restaurant and then sharing it on my TikTok. If TikTok is
Yeah.
still alive in 10 years.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
how everything is so interconnected to what you're doing now, because that no no
Yeah.
that says a lot about like you're in the right path, like you're doing the right thing now. You're slowly headed towards your goal, your end goal.
Yeah.
I have a question for Zach. Like, how will someone know? How will someone know that they're in the right path?
I think someone will know that you're in the right path if you enjoy what you're
Yeah.
doing, and you're able to balance it with everything else in your life. You're able to balance it with not only your work, with the other things. Let's
Yeah.
say we're in college, your academics, with the relationship that you have with other
Yeah.
people. Because there are times when you work so hard on something,
Yeah.
and then you go like tunnel vision. That's the only thing you focus on. And then you tend to forget, your other priorities in life, which I think number one priority should be, of God, of course, and your family and the relationships that you have with people. And as long as you're happy, as long as you're passionate about what you're doing, it
Yeah.
won't feel like work.
Yeah.
What I
Do
that's,
you do you
that's
agree with
that's
that,
what I
Gigiboy?
think.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
But there's a saying about that, like if you do what you love, you won't have to work a day in your life. Something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really good. That's really good.
How about for
So
you,
Gigiboy,
Miguel?
like, huh?
How about for
That's why
you,
I
Miguel?
asked you.
oh,
No, but
okay.
yeah, like I think you're in the right path. If you enjoy, basically, yeah, like if you enjoy what you're doing, you're in the right path. Because, like, you really, like, honestly, you really won't know like what you love if you don't try a lot of things, especially when you're young. Like the fact that you guys are young, to everyone listening, like there's so much opportunities around you, so take advantage of it, and you'll eventually
Mhm.
see like your path. Like even if it's dark, you'll see it also. And I think if you continue to explore, if you continue to take all the opportunities around you, you won't have any regrets in the future. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
So
I think
Mm-mm.
to
yeah,
just to add to that,
yeah,
based from our last episode with Sir Bob,
yeah,
his advice was, yeah, take all of these opportunities. They're presented to you, take advantage of them, use them wisely. But at the same time, don't take life too seriously. Like we're
yeah,
we're young, like you have to enjoy, you have to have fun. Like if your friends ask
yeah,
you to have a drink, go for it as long as you're able to
yeah,
balance everything
Yeah.
out.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
That's
Like
so true.
don't take life too seriously. Yeah, but for like Gigi boy, like we always ask this question in the clubhouse. the last question. What's one advice you'd like to give to, let's say, someone who's aspiring to be a TikToker or influencer, or an advice about life in general?
Okay, so for if you're an aspiring TikToker or influencer or content creator, I just want to tell you that this is important. Don't be so caught up in the numbers. That's first of all, don't be so caught up in the numbers.
Yeah.
The views do not reflect your worth. So take that out of your mind. Like if you're not getting any views, that means people don't like me. No, no. As long as you're happy with what you're posting, don't be so caught up in the numbers. Second, just do it. Don't don't uh don't try to please people. If you're happy with what you're posting and you're not hurting anyone, just post it. And then if you get haters, just remember that the words of one person that hurt you isn't worth giving up uh, more people who love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
I
said.
like that.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really good advice.
Yeah, Gigiboy, like we wanna like tell you now in the clubhouse that we're gonna support you all the way, like with your endeavors and your dreams in life. So that's what we actually like want to tell
Thank you.
everyone in the clubhouse, to everyone listening, that like we want to build a community of like strong, empowered, inspired individuals to strive for their goals, have some fun, and like accomplish all their ambitions. So yeah, like we want to, we'll always support you, and thank you so much for being here. So to everyone listening to the club, to this episode, don't forget to share it to your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and of course our TikTok. Don't forget to follow that. We're gonna be posting more episodes every week. I'm sure you guys are gonna be so interested. And again, my name is Miguel Mendoza.
Before we end, Gigiboy, would you
Yeah.
like to shout
Oh
out
yeah.
any of your your TikTok or your socials where people can find
Yeah.
you?
Okay. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It's Gigiboy, ITSGIGIBOI. That's my handle for all my platforms. Yun. And guys,
Definitely.
follow
Yeah. So don't forget don't forget to
Sorry.
follow Gigiboy, like his TikTok. I always see Gigiboy in my FYP.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Last week, my cousin just showed me like the Ateneo Conyo video of you, and I was laughing, and I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and then Miguel told me, "Oh, yo, we should get it's Gigi." But I was like, "For sure, let's get him."
Yeah.
Actually, I just like to thank you guys for like inviting me because like I don't usually do like live interviews because like I'm shy, but like I don't know. I like what you guys what the clubhouse stands for. Like
Yeah,
to
thank you so
inspire
much.
like, people.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We really enjoyed. We really gained so much value from you. So yeah, and again, I'm Zach Pena. See you all next week for another very exciting Clubhouse episode.